Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Tower of Doom stream, week 21, week 17, day 3, and hey, today we're actually doing Tower of Doom on a Tower of Doom day. Actually, we should be getting most of it done today because of course we had the battles we didn't do yesterday because we were just doing delves the entire time. But we also have the battles for today, and in combination, that should get us pretty close. I don't think it gets us all the way, mostly because we haven't been getting many fireballs or heroisms. But we should get almost all the way there. Speaking about all the way there, we actually do have all rewards, so if nothing else, let's go grab this. This is, of course, all the rewards that you end up getting throughout the week for Tower of Doom, other than the scrolls themselves. Which is 1 vault key, 55 gems, and a bunch of other things. It's moving too quick to say them all. 1 vault key, 55 gems, 4 gem keys, 6 event keys, 25 diamonds, 39,500 gold, 1 major orb, 4 small orbs, 2 celestials, 21 dooms, a title, and a portrait. And what do we get for orbs? Anything good? No, no, and no. And are these gonna be good? Hopefully. No, and yes. Okay, well, at least we got the major to be good. It's worth 675 gems. Because it's worth, what is that? 75? No, 50. Well, no, I forgot. It's 1,500. What's 1,500 divided by 20? It's 50, right? Pretty sure it's 50. It's somewhere around there. Wait, no, it's 75. Never mind. It's 75. It's 75. Which is why it comes down to 675. But yeah, it's 75 how many times it goes in. I completely forgot for a second, gosh. Because the smaller one's 15 and the higher one's 75. That is why. Because it's 300 for each little thing. Or, you know, each smaller one's 300 and then the other one's the 1,500. But anyways. So yeah, let's go and keep going in rooms. We're at 18 and need to go all the way. So let's go and communicate with our guilds and see where we are. Also, why does it keep kicking me out of Global 1? Let me back in. Let me back in, Global 1. Also, hello everyone. Hope all of you have been having a wonderful, wonderful day. Hello, Birdleaf. Hello, William. Hello, Clarence. Hello, Jefferson. Hello, Humberto. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Jellybean. Hello, Steve. Hello, David. Hello, everyone else. Welcome, welcome. Also, you're helping us out, Bill. We'll go and give you a helpful. There you go. I'm still so surprised you haven't gotten that max yet. Though if you keep asking the same people for things, it's less effective from those people that keep giving it to you. If the same people keep giving it to you. But anyways, let's go to Tower of Doom. Guild, Tower of Doom. I'm not sure why I went all the way out of that menu. We're still using the same thing that we were using earlier. What I did want to go find here, though, real quick, was where is our teams? Here we go. And we were on, what, 18 there, I believe it was? Yes, it is, 18. And from it, we have a fireball, so we can go do 4 and then 5 and then finish it out, because we're going to be skipping on the haste. Which should make it so we go and get it finished tomorrow, most likely. But we might be able to pinch it out today, depending on how Val Ravens fall. No heroisms, though. Heroisms would particularly increase the rate at which we wouldn't need as many battles, but 0 heroisms, oddly enough, this time around. All the way up to 25. That's a little bit unfortunate. But anyways, so 18. Let's do 4 and 5 then. So we take this one and then the one right below it. And it should be good to go. We're still using Tullio, of course. Tullio, really, really great troop that came out this week. And definitely highly advise messing around with to at least some capacity, as it is definitely worth it. Also, what on earth happened to my chat on my other computer? I have never seen it do that before. Hopefully clicking refresh will fix that. What on earth are you doing, YouTube? I've never seen it do that before. There it goes. Chat's back. That's weird. Hello, Haley. Welcome. That was super weird. I've never seen it do that before. Anyways, we'll go and grab this for now. Grab our Yasmin on the first slot before he gets his armor torn. And, oh, how do I want to take this brown? I'm actually going to take that for now, so we can drop it all together, go for another Yasmin, get all of our mana going, and be good to go. One thing I really like about this thing is it feeds mana into things that are blocked, which is very beneficial. So right here, even though they're blocked right now, we can go do this onto green, and then boom, there's all their mana. And now we double poke it. once. Oh, okay, we need more Yasmins than that. Do that again. But we can easily go get them right back up. Do it on green again so we can cycle right through her ability. Do it again, and it'll be full mana. And always poke it, and then it dies next turn. And then it is dead. She's particularly good too when you don't need to worry about the enemy actually taking their turn. Because obviously sometimes you want to go for a loop method to make sure that the enemy doesn't get any turns. But if you have enough durability to sacrifice, it is perfectly fine to sacrifice that in order to save time. Which is basically what we're doing with her. Okay, we'll take that for now. That'll be full mana for our next turn. Let me just try getting 3 of these. We do there, and then we poke and poke. Only problem with that, is that enough adjacent damage to kill first slots? Why do I feel like the answer is no? Let's see. How much damage is that? The answer is actually no. Okay, so yeah, I need to either go for another Yasmin or hit it directly. I'll go for the hit it directly method. So we'll do that. So we are going to need 2 more, so let's go do that for now. Oh, I definitely meant to do that on green and not brown. Whoops. Well, since we did do it that way, I guess we're going to wait a turn to go get first full mana. Definitely meant to do that on green, but oh well. We'll do that. We poke it, he's dead. And he's dead. Oh, almost dead. And now he's dead. So hello, Brickarick. And hello, Matt. You have a question. If the floors of Tower of Doom are the same for everyone, they're kind of supposed to be, I believe, last I recall. However, for whatever reason, I feel like they're not. I think it's like maybe every set of rooms is supposed to. But I know every single floor was supposed to be, like when they originally described it, it was supposed to be the same composition for every single guild, but different location. So that people couldn't just cheat by following other people's locations. For example, you definitely cannot be copying my exact locations. Otherwise, they will be completely different compared to yours. But, yeah, originally they were supposed to be the same composition, just different location. But they seem to be different composition and different location for all of the rooms. So I'm not sure at what point they really went and bothered to tweak it, but they did. Hello, Paul. Welcome. Let's see. Let's take that for now. Grab herself a, I'll get this down. Grab that. Same enemies, different scroll locations. Oh, so are enemies actually set up to be the same for each? I guess that's what they kind of meant by that. Interesting. That's a kind of pointless thing to have uniform, though. But I guess for difficulty's sake, they have it that way. Quarter Soren, they originally also said the scrolls would be 2, just so no guild would get too big of a scroll advantage. What do we even want here? I think we just manually take another Yasmin. Really, that doesn't kill. I am surprised. Also, that better not die to death mark. Good. Let's just pass our turn. I shall have full mana again, so we just do that. Pass our turn. Do this, just for the sake of doing it, just so the other one has a backup hit, because we might need it. Do that, and if we need it, we add another one. Hello, Lochnar! Glad you can make it. Also, hello, Andre. Okay, 1 down, multiple more to go. And we're almost at the same amount of battles due to Val Ravens than what we started at. Where were we at? 19. We found 1 Val Raven in there. So we got a Lucky, we got a Power, and we got a Moving On. So we'll take all 3 of those. I guess we could theoretically skip on Power, though, if we really want to. Let's see, how many are we up to? There's a certain point where you can kind of stop. I think we are getting pretty near that. Because most people have kind of done their things already. Lucky, we could theoretically do 2, but if you want to make at least a little more of a leaderboard, you generally do want to do your Luckies this late. But Powers do start getting quite a bit of a diminishing return at this point. So I think I might actually start skipping Powers. Let's see. Anything beyond 15, I feel like you don't really need to go for power anymore. Because at that point, that means your entire guild, across the entire guild, has to find 15 or 16 powers in order to even gain another stat beyond that. So they really have a diminishing return. But I will go for 2 and 5. We'll definitely go for the lucky, and then we'll go for the move on. Yeah, the final battle for the final room, once you reach that point, will be the same for every single one. It just keeps repeating it over and over again. How you fell asleep in the middle of your run trying to get it all done solo. Yeah, I almost felt like that today. I ended up taking a little bit of a nap earlier. After I walked to the melting pot and walked back, I was so stuffed and tired from walking, I was like, okay, let me just sleep. And then I slept like pretty much all the way to the point in which we... until the stream started. So I kind of just did a mini crash. Food will do that too. Because normally I feel energized after walking. But I was so stuffed that it had like the inverse effect. Let's see. I'll take that for now. Grab poke. Also, I almost feel like casting her, but it's such a weird situation right now. You know what? Yeah, we'll just cast. We're just gonna cast. At this point, we might as well spam her into double cast. And just get the double cast onto those. Because once we do her a second time, that should be enough mana to get them rolling. And we'll be good to go. Oh, 1 mana off. Unfortunate, we didn't have enough on the board. But they'll have full mana next turn, so it won't matter. Oh, that matters though. Not like he's gonna win off of that, but annoying summon. Okay, can you stop summoning? That'd be great. We'll throw that on you. Throw it out on you. And he be dead. Lucky scroll. 2 free kills. And now we're at 24 kills. Okay, so 5 was the other one, I'm pretty sure. Let's go take the 5. We'll skip the power. But how many are we at right now? Yeah, we're at the point where we're kind of skipping power. And I guess we could maybe go for that magic first. You know what? I am actually going to go for the power. We're technically not at 15 base yet. So we'll go for that one. However, the other power I'll probably skip. Like, those 2 powers I'll definitely skip. But this one we're actually going to take for now. So this is battle number 3. So we'll take this one and skip the other 2. No wonder we have so much power already, though, if we're getting 2 for a single room. It's not too bad at all. Also, I just realized I'm not running 20% mana start right now, am I? I'm still running magic from what I was doing yesterday. And I never bothered changing it over. Whoops. It's not too big a deal, though. We'll throw that down for now. Get this onto first slot before we lose even more. You unfortunately do not have enough mana. You do, though, oddly enough. I guess we'll go for it. Why not? Okay. We'll do a green again. I should probably hold on casting. I want a Yasmin right now, so let's pass our turn. So we'll do that. Do it again. And I'll pretty much be matched. So... we need one more Yasmin. So I'm actually going to do this for Browns because we only need one more cast. And that gives more mana. Luckily that did not transform. And now we just have to do this twice. We do it on you, we do it on you, and it's over. Hold up. Is that enough damage? Or does it seem like it's not enough damage? We'll do that first, and then we'll do that. Okay, it is. Good. Barely. And then we can take out a 5. Oh, let's see. Looks like Blizzard botched the Warcraft 3 remaster. Kind of saw it come. Oh, yeah. It was pretty bad. It's why I didn't bother trying it yet. Because I just heard too many reports of things not working properly. I do still want to get it. But in the current state that Warcraft 3 Remastered is, it's pretty bad. Also, you can't even play the older version of it anymore either. You still play with older graphics, but you have to play it through like the new method now. So they almost killed like normal Warcraft 3, which was alive for like 17 years. And it'll probably pick back up after they make some changes. But yeah, they really botched the release of it yesterday. Luckily, Byleth release went well. I ended up messing with that a little bit last night. It's a really, really fun character. I haven't actually played it since last night, though. Hello, Zex. Welcome. You're only now starting on Tower of Doom due to lack of sleep, making you so tired for the last 2 days. Yeah, that's one nice thing about weekly guild events. You don't have to do them the day of. You can literally do the last Sunday and be good to go. I kind of did that while I was away. Not all on Sunday, but, you know, you can pretty much do it at any time of the week. The only one that you kind of want to do immediately, however, it's technically not required, is Guild Wars. Just because there is some amount of benefit to doing it every single day. However, Raids, Invasions, and Tower of Doom, you could theoretically just wait all the way until Sunday, do it all on Sunday or Saturday when you have free time on the weekend, and then be good to go. Let's see. And most guild-related events don't take too long to end up finishing out. Most of them only take a few hours. If you're using quicker methods. Oh, that's not what I wanted, if you're doing quicker methods to get through them. I just did it on one that already had all of its thing down. Okay, I need to go press damage before he kills us. There we go. And now in green, so we can get that rolling again. I really need is Yasmin here. Let's take red for now. Because I accidentally missed the other Yasmin. It'd be 2 hits to win right now if I didn't do that. Oh, actually, it might still be 2 hits to win. We do that there, and then we do it on last slot, and then he's dead. Okay, that works. Luckily, this room didn't have as many stats, otherwise that method would not have worked with that misclick. With that one Yasmin. Okay, and now we can go to this final room. So how many fireballs do we have right now? 3? That's a pretty hefty amount. Up here's that one annoying Spirit Fox room. Though luckily we're using Yasmin. Also, base HP in general is actually high enough these days that you can actually outlive it. But even without it, we can just go Yasmin and just get our HP out of kill range. Not like it was in kill range in that instance, but sometimes it can be depending on your stats. It was a really big issue when Tower of Doom first came out. However, since Tower of Doom has come out, which was a year and a couple months ago, it came out November of about 2 years ago, or you know, of 2018 November. So like a year and 2 months ago. But when it ended up coming out, it was really, really annoying to have to deal with that Spirit Fox room. Now your base HP can pretty much be high enough that it can outlive it at these rooms. Not just that, but even if it can't, you could just set plus 24 additional HP off your medals, and then you will end up living it out. Okay, so we still need some more Yasmins, and we are going to actually wait on them. Oh, well, apparently we just randomly get it right there. That works. Off of all those cascades, we'll do our last one, and then we start targeting stuff. And I gotta do it now because I can't target the bird, or not the bird, the fox. Bird and fox, they are very different things. Let's see, we'll go for that for now. Grab a green. Unless the bird says chirp. What do we go for here? Get a Yasmin there. We get green on the other one. I kind of like how that ends up feeding it mana sometimes. Get a green. Actually, what is feeding it mana? I believe it gives mana to all other allies. Because destroy 3 green should be feeding it to itself. Yeah, 1 mana to all other allies. That's what keeps doing it. Because there's 3 greens, I don't believe goes into the next troop. Though, does it? I haven't been paying attention. It might, actually. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Go do a drain thing. We'll kind of just wait a turn. And feed that right into green. And we still need a little bit more mana, so let's take red directly. And then he's dead. And if he wasn't, we still would follow up. Oh yeah, we play on PC. PC is generally the best way to play the game. The PC mobile version. What are we doing here? 4 and 5. So we'll go for both of those. Where's 4? Let's do a single column line over there. Key Lime says only scrubs used in new Tullio. Tullio is amazing. I'll grab that for now. Get Yasmin. Grab ourselves red there. So we can then go Tullio. Like, there's many instances she won't function in. However, this is one of those instances where she would. And very much so. Pretty much any game mode where sacrificing your turn won't mean you will lose, she will be beneficial for. Especially if that game mode also has a color restriction, because she's already generally used with pure color teams. However, you can only use her in green and yellow instances, and we just happened to get lucky this week that it was a green. But more often than not, she actually won't be usable just due to color restriction in that way. Because the main game mode she'd be used for things like this, like Tower of Doom, and possibly even some delves. However, you would need to make sure you actually have a color green or yellow related team that you can build fully into. Otherwise, there's no point in really using her with a different color. But no, the biggest benefit of her is she, I believe, is now the best mana generator in the game for mana generating to any troop that is blocked on mana, which happens a lot when you're using a lot of the same color. This also happens a lot if you're using the same mythic twice. So any green or yellow mythic that becomes really viable, that is viable to use 2 on a team, like Ketris for example, she is insanely good with, because if you're using 2 of the exact same mythic, the second mythic is obviously very hard blocked by the first mythic in front of it. However, she can feed both of them pretty much evenly. Or not pretty much evenly, she does feed them both evenly. Because she does the same amount to every single ally. Whereas if you were to use a mass mana accumulator of some kind, it would go to the first and the second, third, fourth, so on and so forth. Whereas she can just bypass that. Oh, the destroyed? No, never mind. Destroyed didn't go to it. That was just a +1. Okay, I keep thinking that the +1 is like giving it off destroy. But no, it's just the, it's just a +1. Still better than nothing, though. Grab that, grab that. Still need a little bit more mana on first. We'll throw a poke for now. I'm actually going to use this for green. Just to give us another hit there, and so we can go for this. Oh, he's going to get a resummon. At this point, I might as well just hit all of them down. Okay, we'll go kill that with that. We can then go Yasmin that. We then go poke it, and that should kill everything except the one. And now we just need one more hit off of Ketris and be good to go. And he should be dead. How do you think she will do for green and yellow Guild Wars? I do not believe she will be used at all for green or yellow Guild Wars, with the only exception being if you're up against freeze. She'll be good against freeze. I do not believe she'll be used for anything else. You tend to die too quickly in Guild Wars to pass your turn, whereas in something like Tower of Doom, you're not really going to lose that badly if you pass your turn. But basically, any instance where it's beneficial to pass your turn. So it's particularly going to be used for Tower of Doom in Delves, for high-level Tower of Doom and Delves. It likely will not be used for Guild Wars, just because of how dangerous it is to pass your turn. Especially since Yellow and Green Day already has pretty decent options. But I don't know, we might still try it. We'll give it a shot, see what happens. But she probably will be a lot worse for Guild Wars as. I forgot to double check to see if we actually had any other rooms we need to do. I don't think we did, but should have checked just in case. You never know. Let's see. What do we need here? Grab red for now. Oh, second and 5 times brown though. Luckily it doesn't actually use the color. Trying to feed our last little bit of mana. I can't actually get it on the board right now though. So let's pass our turn a little bit. Do we have anything else to take over here? It doesn't look like it. Well, let's take Skull, I guess. Better than taking nothing. So let's get this to go get the last of our mana going. Give us another Yasmin. Just gonna double poke that. Then we'll just cycle it again. So do that, do it again. Is that actually not enough to kill you? Okay, good, it is still. Do down green again, be good to go. Unfortunately, do not have a color I could take though for it. But now we can. Oh, we could also just waited. But we'll do that. Have full mana off the 1 mana. And he's dead. That 1 mana for the save. To actually give it enough to cast. There we go. Again, this is probably the last 4 we get to do for now. Unless we have enough fireballs to go all the way. No, 3 fireballs. If we had a heroism, we probably could right now. Let's see. Fireball. Fireball. Skip. Fireball. Hopefully Valraven. No, we're not going to have enough battles. Where would we start fireballing, though? We have 3 fireballs. So fireball, fireball, fireball. So we can start fireballing at 23. And we're at, what, 21 right now? Yeah, we're at 21 right now. Okay. So for 21, we do 4. Yeah, I don't think we will be able to. Unless we get a lot of Valravens. We'll finish it out tomorrow, it looks like. Let's see. How do you think... Oh, they might already answer that. Stonehammer is available in Soulforge. He's not worth doing. Do you think it's worthwhile Mythic to craft? No. He is very, very bad. The biggest issue with him is he blocks too much mana and doesn't have a good enough ability to justify him blocking all that mana. He pretty much is exclusively used in first slots, and he's a really bad first slot troop, which is a quite ironic combination to have. He's supposed to be used in first slot, but he's a horrible first slot, which is not good for his viability at all. Also, I should have just casted that. We could have had full mana already. I didn't think that would be short. Also, we got Valraven we need to deal with too. So let's do exactly that. We'll get rid of that. Throw a double poke there. I'll kill with Valraven, as well as the thing we're targeting, as well as all three of them. And I just have to deal with the other one. We just double poke with that to get it killed. We'll cycle our mana once. Do it again, and he'll be dead. We'll do this for red at you this time, just because it'll give us the rest of our mana for sure. Do it once, do it twice, he's dead. Okay, 2 more sigils, and that was the only one we needed, right? I don't think there was anything else here. No, there was not. Okay, on to 4. I mean, on to the unlock. I mean, gosh, on to the final Doom room. There we go. Say it right eventually. We're not gonna go for a mana yet. Actually, yes I am. I lied. Should have taken red there, though. So we'll grab that, tear that. That gives her 1 mana that she needs to actually go recast, which is nice. We'll take the brown first, though. And then we'll throw the Yasmin, which will actually give us the 1 random mana we need to actually make this work. Does double cast have enough damage? I believe the answer is no. So I'm going to go do this again, do this on green. That will give us the mana we need to go cast this again. We'll do that onto you. And now we should have enough to double cast that one. And then 1 poke the last slot. So we'll do that, move that over. Everything else we'll leave as is. Poke. Please don't mana drain something important. That was something important. Fail. We'll do that on green then. Like, see, that's an instance where she is very beneficial. Our last slot just got mana drained and is fully mana blocked by was fully mana blocked by something with like 20 mana. Well, technically 22, but I think it still needed about 20 at the time. And we were able to bypass it just by feeding it with her, which generally wouldn't have been something we could do. And that's the main thing I like about her. But if we ever get a really, really broken double mythic combo that fits for her color, it's probably going to be nice. I don't believe next mythic does, though. Actually, what is the colors of next mythic? It doesn't use purple, which makes me think it actually does use yellow, doesn't it? It uses either yellow or green. There's a possibility this might actually be meta for new mythic. This premise of team. Not exactly the full team. But, what color was it? Nope. Unfortunate. Blue, red, brown. It doesn't use purple, however, it also doesn't use green or yellow. So never mind. Ignore what I just said. It does not have color overlap. You need to have color overlap with it to be very viable. And of course, Ketris has green for overlap. Alright, let's take room number 2. And then we take the unlock. Actually, if we find 1 more Valraven, I think we have enough battles to do it right now. Because we start fireballing next floor. Oh, well, there's our Valraven, I just said. Okay, I think we have enough to finish tonight. Nice. Looks like we'll be done with Tower of Doom tonight. Potentially. For the entire week. Because once you get to 25, there isn't much a point to go any further. After you've completed out 25, so that means you reach 26, you essentially get no loot for going any further. Alright, let me start hitting him because I do not need that Valraven escaping. Don't you dare. If you would have surged that into a random extra turn off of pure luck off of Sky, that would have been so bad. Luckily, he did not get it. And that's 1 hit away. And he's dead. That was a nice cascade right there. And he dies off it. That small % chance of extra turn with those 3 destroys comes in handy sometimes. Normally it just gives the enemy something, but it can be helpful on occasion. If anyone else has any other questions, let me know. I'll make sure to go over all of them as well. Also, don't forget, we did get a new pet today too. So don't forget to go grab that before the day ends. I believe we'll be able to get it off a calendar at a later time this week too, but definitely make sure to go get it first off of the pet battle. Just to make sure you guarantee get it. Okay, I'm just going to tear all of these. Tear every last one of them. Okay, we'll get that one there. And then we just need the other one. I'll take that. Nice little cascade. Grab that. Okay, and now we should just be able to double Ketris ideally. Never mind. Let's go poke. We'll take it. Oh, never mind. Oh, no. Am I not using Enrage right now? I should be. No, I switched out of Enrage. Why did I switch back out of Enrage? This team is actually better with Enrage, especially since we're taking so little off the board, and you tend to hold Enrage for a while. Enrage is much better on this team. It's not that big a deal, though. Let's go poke him again. If we had Enrage, he would have died there. But we did not. So he did not. And now he's dead. Okay, so now we can start fireballing. How many battles do we have left? 3? Oh, I might be able to go all the way then. Because what do I start fireballing? I fireball 2, 4, 3. Oh no, I need to do one of these rooms. So I'll do the lucky room. Then we fireball, manually do room. Fireball, manually do room. Fireball, and then I think we're out of sigils unless we find another one. That's going to be a fail. I'm going to be one battle short. That one misclick I did on that one room earlier might actually make it so we don't have enough battles right now. Unless we find another Valraven. Because I believe we're exactly one sigil short. Which is kind of funny. But, yeah, let's go do the 2 and then we fireball the 4. Actually, just so I don't forget about it. Let's fireball it now. So we use one fireball. But we have to go do one of these other ones manually. So there's our unlock. And just double check again. It was battle number 2, right? Yes, that is the lucky. So we'll take this. Get our 2 doom kills. Then we take the final room. Fireball, fireball. Or more like fireball, final room, fireball, final room. What do we take here? Well, this guy have full mana, so we're just going to let him scope poke us. Get Yasmin down, just get that out of the way. That gives us enough mana to go and get everything going again. We'll do that right onto you to get full mana for almost our entire team. We'll get that down for another little poke there. That then gives us a double option. Yeah, I'm going to go for this. We'll take that down for now. And now we just need 2 more casts. And I'm actually not even going to go for another Yasmin. Because we could actually just set this up with 2 more casts pretty easily by doing that. And then hitting last slot. And all we really need to do now is hit last slots. However, I will go do this just for the sake of giving it 1 mana. Just to even it out. And then we can do that on green. And actually I probably should have done that on brown or something. But it looks like we have enough mana anyways. And he dies. Actually, that 1 mana that we give to all allies off that other ability was enough to make it so we had enough. Which is kind of funny. But now we take this room. Then we fireball. Take final room. Fireball. Take final room. And hopefully Valraven. Somewhere in there. Though probably not. We got a pretty recent Valraven. After we get 1 more, I should probably kill it. Oh no. Problem. I don't have enough to kill first slot right now, do I? No, we have enough. Okay, I need to do that. Did not want him to shuffle our team. Of course, unlike Delves, it would only last for just 1 battle rather than the entire floor. But then again, the entire floor is already done. It only lasts for the 1 battle always for this game mode. Because every single sigil is its own independent battle. Unlike Delves, where you use 1 sigil and then it's going for the entire time. Okay, so we have all of them torn. So let's go do that. Luckily, he was stunned. Oh, nice! He did get stunned. So now we just do this on whatever. Doesn't even matter what we target. And he's dead. I guess it matters what we target, but you know, as long as one of his 3 colors. Didn't matter which one of those 3 we targeted. Okay, so for 24, we now go and do Fireball onto 3. And then hope we have a Valraven. Otherwise, we are 1 battle short. Okay, we Fireball this. That should be an unlock. And then we take this. And if it's not Valraven, we cannot complete it right now. If it is, we can. Fail. Okay, well, we're not completing it today. That 1 misclick earlier ruined us. Let's see. Or you could view it as us taking the power also made it do that, but technically we would have needed it regardless. We'll do that for now. What do we want here? We'll let him have it. Take that for now, just get a poke. Grab a green, cycle it again. Get another Yasmin going. Take some reds there because why not? Take the greens because we need it. Grab blue because I need to make sure he doesn't get it. Now we can go hit those 2 with a double Ketris and should be good to go. Oh, I still missed turns. Gosh, that's a lot of extra turns over there. It was like 7 in a row if you count the ones that were all on the board between what he took and I took. Okay, and now we just need 2 more. We do Yasmin, Ketris dead. So here's our Yasmin. And now we just need Ketris dead. Oh, I already threw Yasmin. Why am I throwing it again? Fail. Did not need that. Okay, let me just do it on red since we already won anyways. And then poke to poke. Oh, we didn't even need a second one. Nice. That'd be funny if the one armor tier I did was actually enough to make it kill. I think we had like 400 something damage, so it's probably enough regardless. And then for this final room with 25, we throw a fireball onto 2. And there's a 0% chance we can get Valraven because these do not get Valravens when we do it like this. And now we need one more battle, which we'll have tomorrow. Let us fight. Let us fight. Oh, we'll have the sigils tomorrow. Well, cliffhanger. Tomorrow we take the final battle against Gloomleaf, Asha, Sylvania Mora, and Ultimate Doom of Nature. Obviously we'll win. And that'll bring us to 33. And yeah, we'll go from there. But we should go use 200% stats tomorrow just for the fun of it, since we'll have 4 sigils to go use. But yeah, that's pretty much Tower of Doom completed, essentially. Anyways, next order of business. Let me move these to armor. Armor. Let's go run our dailies real quick, including going to go get that pet. Also, we do have yellow deeds too, which is pretty cool. But first things first, let's go run. Actually, you know what? Hello, Phoenicia. Maybe I do go back to magic. Where's my Phoenicia team? You know what? I lied. We're gonna go use Phoenicia. We're not gonna use armor for Rowan. I want to see how far we can actually get away with this. So let me go magic. The only problem is I think we're about to gain a level on Diabolus. Not like that's a bad thing, but no longer will he be level 66. How level are you currently? Yeah, you're still 66. Though he won't be after this most likely. How much more XP do we need? Yeah, he's gonna get the level. No! Oh well. We need to get him to 70 anyways eventually. It's only a matter of time. Okay, first things first. Take Explosion. Splodies. And then we could Phoenicia kill his entire team, and dead. Then rinse and repeats. I guess that's one of the reasons for not using Phoenicia, is we can actually use any hero class for it. Right now we're restricted to Red Storm hero class. Also, one nice thing about Rowan is she can full mana off of 4 times or 5 times green, or 4 times or 5 times green or blue. Whereas this has the no capability of doing that. Oh, so that reminds me, does Salty ever give me more codes? Asked her so many times. And she is not. Salty, what are you doing? Well, you might need to dip into some of the mega codes soon. Actually. What day is Australia Day? Is it actually today? Hold up. Or is it even called Australia Day? What's it called? Australia Day is January 26th. Oh, it already happened. It already happened a couple of days ago. But we're getting the pet today, because this was the one that just aligned the closest to it. Well, actually, I think we'll give out a normal code today. Maybe no code on Thursday. But since it's Vault Event weekend, which sometimes we give multiple codes on, we might just give super shiny codes just once for both the streams. And by both the streams, I mean once per day. But not literally both the streams both days. But because that's worth like 3 codes, the amount of value in it. And break it down that way. And then by Sunday or Monday night, she should be back in to give us more codes. I asked her so many times earlier this week, and she did not give it. I need to make sure anytime I need codes, like the second before she enters stream, I should like spam her a billion times. Yeah, right. Reminded her on stream on Monday. But I did that at the beginning rather than the end. Lesson learned. We'll spam it at the beginning and the end. Well, mostly the end. Let's see. I'll take the green over. We'll grab the other green. Get a Phoenicia down. How are you not one-shotting? The whole reason I was using you is I assumed you'd one-shot this entire time. Oh, I know why. We just got storm countered, didn't we? Aha. You got rid of my red storm. And there's our level. We're no longer level 66 Diabolus. Oh no. But now we need 3 more to go get a 70. Now I feel the need to go get the 70. Because it's the only class I don't have at 70 plus. Until we get Barbarian in 2 weeks. Not this Friday, but the following Friday. Do we have Red Storm? Okay, that should be enough. It is not. Oh wow, their stats are high. Okay, we'll stick with rolling team then. With a key switch. Because I assume this might be able to kill this high. Apparently not. Oh, do we not even have a Red Storm anymore now? It took so long. Luckily it's still enough to kill. I'm not sure if she can make codes right now, can she? But I'll go ask again tonight. Because we're using our last code right now. Speaking of right now, let me go do that right now. Let's see. Yeah, let me go use the last code that we have. This is the final code of all codes. At least until we get more. Or until we start dipping into the better ones. Let's see. Refresh. Paste. Paste. Copy, 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 copy. And here you guys go. Use gemswar.com underneath the game code section. Right, meow. That's funny. But your invite code can be found underneath your settings menu, whatever game says right over there. Also, what on earth is that version number? Version 4.75R18392. I've never seen it add a letter. And that's a lot of numbers. Why does it seem much longer than normal? But anyways. So there's the code. Use it on gemswar.com underneath the game code section, or simply click that link. And just type in the random numbers and letters for game code. Invite code is in invite code section under settings, and there's the same loot as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. Enjoy, everyone. There we go. Okay, so also we still have this flash offer today. I don't think I went over it at all, but it's one of the standard $10 ones they do, where they give out a title, a emoji thing, a portrait, and a bunch of gems. Though do keep in mind that you will be able to get these at a later time. The title for 20 gems, the icon for 25 gems. And the emojis for 50 gems in a couple months from now. So you don't need to buy them. They're not exclusive, just the money. And in total, that's 95 gems. So theoretically, that's 95 gem values with 500 gem value. So you're basically paying 500. You're basically paying $10 for 595 gems, essentially. Unless you just really wanted to get these emoticons early for whatever reason. Or use any of those aspects. But I guess some people might. Get the Australian flag. This game probably has like a 10% Australian player base, so. The company itself is based in Australia after all. But let's go and clear out dungeons now. Let's do it with key team. Actually, you know what? We'll actually stick with what we're using. This is actually where Phoenicia shines a bit better anyways. So we'll go with this. Stick with this all the way. And then we'll go run pets with key team. Also, I still need to switch some of my key teams to Archmages. So we're actually getting EXP for it. Oh, grab that, grab that, grab that. And then we take all the greens, grab Phoenicia. And dungeon's already completed. Easy as that. Okay, let's go take out this pet. So, of course, we have a unique pet that was added today. It's fully cosmetic, unfortunately, as every single holiday pet is. But let's go and take it out. What are we up against? So let me go and change this to... Actually, you know what? I don't know. Do we want to keep it as Diabolus or switch it to Archmages? You know what? We keep leveling Diabolus today. Let's make today a Diabolus day, I guess. Already gained 1 level on it. Let's try getting another. What do we want here? Get a gold, get a red. Get her destroy. Key it down. And dead off just destroy. Oh, never mind. We had a skull that we could just take in there instead. Whoops. Luckily the follow-up kills it. Didn't she say the other night she would give more codes after stream? Yeah, she said that. She didn't do that, though. Oh, also, I finally got the call. My glasses are done. Though I need to go head over there sometime. It's a little bit out of my way, so I'm not sure when I'm actually going to pick them up. Definitely sometime in the next week I will be. Should hopefully have this time this weekend. Sometime soon, TM. We'll have new glasses. It's far enough away that I can't even fathom walking there. Let's see. We'll take that for now. Like, I don't mind walking a mile or a few miles, but it is way longer than that. What do we even take here? Take that for now. Is every Tower of Doom different for each guild? Rooms containing different items? Yes, the actual loot that you get for every single room is different. But the battles are the same. As far as we actually fight. But for example, you wouldn't be able to just copy my locations. Because they'll be completely different locations for you. That's why you have to communicate with your guild. This event actually causes the most amount of forced communication with your guild of any event. Because you actually have to communicate where all the rooms are. To fully get value out of your sigils. Because this is a Tower of Doom is an event you definitely do not want to just do every single room on. You only want to take the more valuable rooms, otherwise you're wasting your sigils. And for that, you need to communicate with your guild where everything is. There we go. And then 2 more. Not if you do it solo. Yeah, if you do it solo, I'd probably advise, or if you're doing it solo or with a guild that doesn't communicate that much, like at all, it's probably worth just moving forward as soon as you find unlock. Because there isn't as much of a need to do every room because you don't need to communicate to your guild. I would not advise doing it that way though. That was weird. Why wouldn't it not let me take it up for a second there? It was either misclicking very hard or it glitched out for a second. It just would not let me swipe upwards. Does your guild pick someone to clear certain floors, then post rooms to chat? We don't necessarily have a designated person. Whoever does it first just does it. There tends to be very few people in the guild up at that time. So whoever just happens to be up at that time generally does it. Because it's a really weird time for some time zones. It's 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Which for most of America is the dead of night. And for most of Europe is like right in the morning. So a lot of people aren't up at that time. There we go. And how many koalas do we get? We get 3 koalas. Nice. Okay, there we go. So we got our a nice little koala pet. Let's go equip it, I guess. rat, you've been replaced. So I do like the rat more. We'll go with the koala for now until we get a new pet next week. And yes, we are getting a new pet next week. For whatever reason, for 6 weeks in a row, we're going to be getting a new pet. We got one last week, we got one this week, and we're going to be getting one for the next 4 weeks, is it? Because we're going to be getting one for, I forget what reason, next week. Then we have faction pet. Then we have Valentine's pet. Yeah, we've been on like a really, really high pet streak. It was 6 in a row. I forget the full 6, but it was the most pets we've ever gotten back to back to back, week to week. 6 new pets all back to back. But anyways, so there's that. Obviously it's cosmetic, so not really that noteworthy. But still another pet nonetheless. Actually, what kingdom is associated to? Where's the koala? Where are you, koala? Koala? The koala is from Urskoala. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Let me see, how many does Urskoala have? I don't think we need to upgrade it for whatever reason. Especially since, didn't we do Urskoala faction recently? So we already have all the level 20s we need. Yeah, there's already 4 pets here, and 2 of them we already have max, so you're kind of useless. But oh well. Another pet to add to the pets. Okay, next order of business. We did that. I guess we'll go get one more level on Dabless right now then. I was kind of mentioning I'd go level a little bit, and I'll go do just that. Do want to get it leveled some. Where were we? Let's go to Asian, I guess. Let's see, how much more XP do we still need on it? Probably quite a bit. I think we need like 50. Not with that. Though we could do it that way if we wanted to. There, we could go get a level for this thing. Let's see, which one's closer at this point? How about that? Whichever one is closer, we'll get the level for you. Oh, you still got a while. You need 81. However, the Abelist should be closer. Let's see, where's the Abelist? Grab that. Oh, it's Dervish. Grab that. Customize. Yeah, that only needs 44 more XP, so we'll go get that real quick for this guy. Might as well. Doesn't take that long to get 44. Already did. Make that 43. How do you have so many Imperial deeds? Because I haven't been spending as many lately. I think I can go upgrade a kingdom or 2, but I'm deliberately not doing it in order to save it for magic. Also, I believe we almost have enough magic in another week or 2. If we can just get another purple deed task to have enough to upgrade another kingdom. But no, I'm holding some of my deeds to not upgrade kingdoms. For example, blue deeds. Like I can upgrade Stormheim to max right now, but I chose not to. You also have to keep in mind I did not bother upgrading a brown kingdom yet. If you fully maxed out a brown kingdom, like let's say Urskoala, it would have cost you 3 Imperial deeds, but I did not upgrade it at all. So that might be why I have more. I didn't upgrade Stormheim, which quite a few people probably did for the HP, and I did not upgrade Urskoala, which some people might have done for the most recent faction. And the main reason for that is I don't want to dip too heavily into my Imperials until we've maxed out every Magic Kingdom. Once we have the enough spare Imperials to max out every Magic Kingdom, then I'll start spending Imperials. But until we have more Imperials to max out all the kingdoms, which is 12 more, or 12 total, once we have 12 total, anything beyond 12 total at this point, I would start using. Technically you need 18 total, because there's 6 Magic Kingdoms. Or sorry, no, there's only 5 Magic Kingdoms, so you need 15, never mind. So I technically only need 9 on reserve. I forgot, never mind, yeah. But I didn't think there were 6 Magic Kingdoms for a second. Because there's what? There's Darkstone, there's Karkaroth, there's Zolkiri, there's Silverglade, and I'm forgetting one. Oh, and there's Blighted Lands. So yeah, there's 5. And I currently have 2 upgraded. So I need 9 Imperials. Because each one takes 3. So how many Imperials do we currently have? Everything beyond 9 we can start using for other stuff. But how many are we at right now? We are at 8. So as soon as I get 1 more Imperial, we can start using our Imperials for other purposes. But for now I don't want to because we need them for the 3 Magic Kingdoms that we still don't have max. Karkaroth, Darkstone, and Blighted Lands. But first we need more purple deeds. Also, that reminds me, have I crafted my purple deeds into deeds yet? Or my rifts, or whatever they're called, writs. Apparently I did most of them, but I still have another one. So there we go, purple deed. Need 10 more. I get like a guaranteed 2 per week. So now all we really need is a purple task and we'll have enough pretty much. Any particular reason you use Zeddicus for Explore? Not really, other than the fact that it has nothing that can go bad. There's no revive in this kingdom. There's no mana, there's no spell reduction in this kingdom. And there's no empower in this kingdom. And those are the three main things you would want to avoid. Empower, spell reduction, and 25% chance of revive on death. Or really any of them that revive on death. It's one of the reasons you don't see me using Urskoala as much if it can help it. Because Urskoala does have... I would still use it for Scorpius. Because it still has the benefit of no brown. I mean, no immune to poison. But it now has a 1 troop that has 25% revive. And while it happens very rarely, only probably like a few times per hour, it is still going to slow you down in those instances. Whereas Zeddicus doesn't have anything that slows you down. There's a few other locations too. I just happen to do it in Zeddicus. Also, for the longest time, this was actually our lowest trait stone as well. Not anymore, though. I think we have like 700 of it. Or our average is like 500. We still don't have base 500 yet, though. I still have a few that are under. Mech Gnome does not slow down this team. But it does slow down the Scorpius team, yes. Not a single gnome will slow down this team. They all die the same. But yeah, Mech Gnome's a little bit annoying in that it has Impervious. For if you're using something that would matter for. Particularly Devourer, that instant kill off a poison thing. Okay, I should need about 30-ish more. Luckily, we can get like 3 to 4 done per minute. But I hope we do get more Imperial Deeds soon off of Adventure Board. They're really useful. And they are currently not worth crafting. It is much better to craft 10 purple deeds right now than it is to craft 1 Imperial. And until every single Magic Kingdom is maxed, I do not advise doing any Imperial crafting. They're pretty expensive. They really should have made it worth 500 or so to craft Imperial. But hopefully we'll get more off Adventure Board. Really, how many randomly comes on Adventure Board will kind of determine if we have a surplus of the smaller ones or of Imperials. Because, of course, one thing that could potentially happen to Imperials is a Celestial kind of trait stone effect, where you have more Celestials than you ever need. However, I don't believe that's going to happen. I mentioned it several times in the past that you should be saving all your Imperials for Magic Kingdoms. Or at least most of your Imperials. You don't have to save all of them. But you definitely want to make sure you have enough for when you can upgrade a Magic Kingdom to be able to upgrade it immediately. Like, you can still be spending them. It's just a little bit luck based on if you will have enough Imperials by then. Oh, if you meant the crafting thing, I mentioned that a lot about the crafting thing. That writs should only ever be used for purple deeds. And that will be the case for at least another month or two. Like, until you have every Magic Kingdom maxed, you don't put them into anything but purple. And then from there, it's basically on your own discretion what you put it into. Still put them into colors, but whichever one you go for really just depends on what you want to focus at that point. But magic is definitely worth focusing first. Just because how valuable +1 magic is relative to any other +1. What's a good method to get souls? Using Dragon Soul with a bunch of troops that give it additional mana. I mean, not additional mana, additional soul gain, I mean. So, for example, things like anything with Necromancy, things like Fair Shra, things like a Purple Storm to get cycling a bit more, either off a hero or off a Umberwolf perpetually. An example team could be something like Dragon Soul, Warlock, hero with Purple Storm. And the best team in the entire game that you can use with it is Dragon Soul, Fair Shra, and Umberwolf fully traded. First one I mentioned was the cheapest, the other one was the most expensive. And that's been the meta for soul farming for like a few years now. The meta for soul farming SD hasn't changed for like ages. Hopefully if they ever revamp Arena, it might make it viable for that again. Or some kind of new kind of way to farm souls. Because souls, a lot of the locations a bit different. Now you just do it in Explore rather than challenges, because challenges aren't infinite anymore like they used to be. But other than that, soul farming hasn't really changed in the last 3.5 years or so. It's pretty much been the same method since Dragon Soul plus Fair's Raw existed. The only real difference is I don't believe we had Purple Storm until about 2 years ago for it. At least as easily as Umberwolf or hero classes do it. Because we didn't get hero classes until 1.5 years ago. And I forget when Umberwolf came into the game. I think it was like 2 years, 2.5 ago. Did we gain that level yet? No, we did not. How many are we still on it? I feel like it's 20 something. Nope, never played last actually. 13. Let's go at those last 13 then. It's basically 3 more sets after this set. What does the Dancing Dagger weapon come from? It comes from the Drifting Sands hero class, which is the Dervish hero class, right? I believe Dervish sounds correct. But Dervish hero class. And you get 250 wins on it, and then you get the weapon. It's not really that useful of a weapon for the most part. It just happens to be slotted there. You can use almost any weapon in the entire game there. It doesn't really matter too much. You'll notice that we haven't cast it a single time this entire stream. And more often than not, you don't ever really cast it. You might cast it like once or twice per hour. Like almost any weapon in the entire game will work there as long as it doesn't block Rowan. You're using Dancing Daggers, or I mean, you're using, I just combined those two phrases. You're using Dragon Soul, Kerberos, Soul Zora, and Warlock for soul farming, and you're only hitting 250 souls per battle. Doesn't seem too good. Well, generally, when you're running them against battles that you can win quickly. So, for example, something like Explore 2. In Explore 2, it'll take you 3 hits of Dragon Soul to get max souls. And you can win that battle in about 30 to 40 seconds or so. Actually, probably closer to 40 seconds, because you have to triple cast it. Especially if you don't have Purple Storm on your team. But it can end up going through that pretty quick. Like, if you're getting 250 per battle, that means you'd probably get about 400 per minute. Given that it can win in about 40 minutes or so, or 40 seconds, or somewhere around there. And with 400 souls per minute, what would that come out to? That's whatever 400 plus 60 or times 60 is. So that means your soul rate per hour, doing that on level 2 Explore, would come out to around 24,000 souls per hour, approximately. Which isn't too bad. But no, definitely don't do that in like PvP or something. In PvP, it'd be very, very, very slow. You probably get like 10,000 souls an hour. Doing in PvP compared to Explore. Level 2 difficulty. You don't want to do it at level 1, because you want to get triple cast off of Dragon Soul. And doing it on level 1 will make it so you double kill. Or that you kill off of 2 casts. Where you want to kill off of 3 instead. The only real big issue with low-level soul farming, though, it doesn't affect high-level as much, though it does still affect it too, is you can't set those difficulties anymore to get a soul gain. You used to be able to pretty easily get a small soul gain to your teams, but fortunately, that's not a thing anymore. Though we have things that kind of make up for it, like 20% mana start and stuff like that. It doesn't fully make up for it because soul farming's still slightly slower because of it. It's not that big a change. Like before, the best soul farming team in the entire game used to pretty consistently get over 50,000. Now it's a bit closer to like 45,000 on average. It can still reach 50,000, but on average it's probably a bit closer to 45,000. Depends what your bonuses and everything are. Nothing else, at least it starts a bit quicker with 20% mana start. And who knows, we might get some kind of addition in the future that would help it as well. There isn't really too many things that could happen to that soul farming team to make it better, though. The only thing that could really make it better is if we got a dragon with necromancy, and even that kind of not. If we got an empowered troop, that would be better than using Umbral Wolf. Would be the only thing that would really make it better. Like if there was an empower troop that has Purple Storm, it would at start of battle, it would probably be better than using the Umbral Wolf. However, the chance of that happening, an empower troop that has Purple Storm that will be able to assist a Dragon Soul related team, the chance of something like that being added is very slim. So that's like the only thing that would make that team better, because that would be the replacement for Umbral Wolf for your hero with Purple Storm in last slot. Would be to use whatever that new option would be. That's like the only change that could ever happen to make soul farming better for that team. Also, we just gained a level. I kind of like bypassed it a bit, but gained a level, got our Arcane there, and level 68, almost at level 70. It's the only hero class I actually have that is not at level 70 yet. So I guess we'll get it to that point very soon, since we no longer have the 66. So, yeah, we're pretty close, and that would only leave us with, how many more hero classes then? Archmages will have by next Guild War, but I'm still going to count it as not completed. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have not, wow, 9? Why does that seem so high? We have 9 hero classes to go, but all of them are pretty much halfway there or further. So, still not too bad. With 9 of them, that means we have basically 4.5 left. Biggest 70 is the halfway point. And with 4.5 left, that means we have about 110 to 120 hours left of hero class grinding until we get them all done. And we're almost at the point where every hero class has been added to the game. I believe we are only missing 2? If I'm not mistaken, is it 2 or 3? We have Barbarian, we have Monk. Was there a third that we're missing? Or are those the last 2? No, I think we have 3. It's Barbarian, then Monk, then some other thing that's kind of useless. And then that should be everything. Because we need 34, and I believe there's 31 currently. Let's do a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Yeah, there's 3 more coming. So it's Barbarian, then Monk, then I have no clue what the last one's called. We do know what it is. I just don't have the page up right now. But I recall it was kind of average or useless. It was not relevant compared to Monk, that's for sure. Monk is going to be insane. But yeah, we have 3 more hero classes to go until everyone has been added to the game. And then we might not need to worry about leveling them as much anymore. I have no clue what they're going to be doing after the fact. Next patch is likely going to be addressing that. The 4.8 patch. Any classes you feel that should be used more but aren't? Monk when it gets added. Haha. But, let's see. Archer used to be good, but not anymore. Archmagus is used super situational. I guess Assassin. Assassin has a lot of instant kills. It's really luck-based. However, if you actually want to utilize that luck, it has a lot of potential damage. It has 30% dodge. It has 7% kill every kill. It has stealthy. It has 10% chance to kill every skull. And you can get quite a bit of luck off it off of skull spam related teams if you just use it on your first slots. But no, most of these things are used when they should be used. Like this used with purple teams. This you just use in Assassin instead. In most situations, very rarely do you bother go with Archer in the current state of the game. Bard is too situational. Corsairs is for blue. Definitely is only used if you need Death Mark. Dervish is useless. Dabalist is useless. Dragon Guard is pretty much only used for dragon teams, but it is somewhat not good because there's no 50% dragon start. Frost Mage is used mostly for Guild Wars and because of its freeze. Hierophant. Actually, Hierophant is probably one of them that I feel like could be really good that almost no one utilizes. Hierophant has a unique combo that I can't currently use because you can only use it when you have it at level 100. But it is the only hero class in the game that has Cleanse on extra turn combined with 3 times damage on burning enemies. So you can skull spam without ever needing to worry about being cleansed or frozen on your first slot, which is very beneficial. Unless you somehow get stunned. But as long as you're not stunned, you don't need to worry about getting frozen or entangled on a troop that can do triple damage to burning. Which that premise has a lot of potential. But I feel like no one ever uses this. Mostly because most people don't have it at level 100. It is required to have it at level 100 to make that work. So that's probably another reason why most people don't do it. Or it seems like most people don't do it. Is because it's pretty expensive to actually do. What's the team for Hierophant? I'm not actually sure what you would end up running for it. But you'd have to run Hero in first slot. And you'd have to run enough skull spam behind it. You could probably get away with Divinish Ball Aquilin combo with it. And just run Rope Darts, Divinish Ball Aquilin, and Bunny. That's the first thing that comes to mind. And just run a skull spam team like that. Oh, and never mind. You would need a burning weapon, though, duh. Yeah, you need to have something that can actually apply to burning. And Furnace is normally the best way to do that. So I can Furnace into a Keeper Soul. Zugoff, yeah, Zugoff would synergize some for it. Doesn't he have 4 times burn on the thing? He has 4 times freeze and 4 times... Is the other one burn? I think it's burn. And then he creates 12 skulls. Yeah, he has the burn as well. So you could do off a Zugoff cast if you happen to have one. Because he would get the whole thing started. Though, next best bet is probably to do a Infernus for the guarantee burn into any other skull spam option that you want to use. Either Keeper of Souls or whatever setup you want to do with the double combo, like Divinish Ball Aquilin behind it. Or whatever combination you want to go for. It's something we will mess around with eventually. I don't feel like it's so meta that you'd go out of your way to go get it upgraded, which is probably why most people don't. But it is unique in that it's the only hero class that has that capability of doing so. The other day you said Dervish was no good. You disagree. +2 to all skills for monsters and the Hunter's Mark on Explode on 4 times matches. Well, it's not useless. It's just not as good as other hero classes. Like, you can make it work. But a lot of other hero classes have that Hunter's Mark as well. And very rarely would you build any team that has enough monsters to fully be able to utilize the bonus that it has. There's a potential that could be good into the future as we get more better monsters. But in the current state of the game, very rarely would you be running a 3 times or 4 times monster team. Unless it was like some kind of event where you were, you know, forced to have to do so. Like if an invasion event that told you to use monsters. Or if a specific kingdom has a lot of monsters and then you have to do it for a raid or something. But very rarely are you forced to have to use monsters. And only in those situations would it be good. And no actual teams really use in the meta a bunch of monsters currently. They might use some, but not enough to really justify going every way to use Dervish more often than not. Hello, Adrian! Welcome! Yeah, does anyone else have any other questions before we start wrapping up for today? Otherwise, we can start wrapping up for today. And we'll be back an hour and a half prior to now tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow we'll mostly just be messing around with the hero class, doing a little bit of grinding, probably try Hall of Guardian attempts again, and go from there. Don't forget to go take the pet rescue if you haven't already. Got 4 hours and 37 minutes left to go get the cosmetic pet. Not too big a deal if you miss it, but ideally don't miss it because you won't be able to get it again for a very, very long time unless they're doing one off a calendar. Oh, never mind, they are doing one off a calendar. So as long as you logged in at least 3 days in the last 4 days, it'll work. So if you logged in today, log in tomorrow, and log into Friday, you'll actually get a guaranteed copy as well. I knew they would have one on calendar. So you could actually get it that way too. Though it's still advised doing nonetheless. What do you use to farm gold? You basically just do Explore 12 spam. I personally just use the Scorpius team. So this team right over here. Do Explore 12 in Urskoala ideally. And then use anything that can kill Explore 12. Ideally quickly. This is just the quickest team in the game for doing it. And right now it's Mountain Crusher. It's Mountain Crusher. Why can I not remember his name? Scorpius, Leprechaun, and Urskoala. So where's all of our extra turns? We need an extra turn. Once we get that extra turn and get the poison down, we should be good to go. A little bit of a slow battle, but mostly because it does not want to give us an extra turn. Hello, board. There we go. Finally. Wow, that took forever. Normally you get it way quicker than that. And he's dead. And then you just rinse and repeat, and this gives like what, 4,000, 3,000 something? Yeah, it gives 3,500 we just got for that one. And then just rinse and repeat over and over again. Yeah, you can also use Skeleton Key team for it. Skeleton Key with double Cedric gives a lot of gold. Or even single Cedric. If you want to run like the mid-range of Explore. But either or works pretty well. Technically the Cedric one's quite easier to build though. And we have Vault Event this weekend, so that should be even easier to build it soon. All this weekend will be Vault Event, and I will be grinding out a decent amount. Because we need to go replenish those gems. We're under 20,000 gems. Gosh, we need so many more gems. So we're going to need to go and grind like crazy this weekend. We're definitely not going to get over 20,000 this weekend. Even if we opened all the Vault keys we got during it, we probably wouldn't. But do need to go replenish that some amount, if nothing else. But anyways, guys, any other questions? Otherwise, you will be back soon. Any advice for Treasure Vault? As far as Treasure Vault, if you need an early game team for it, Urskoala Shield to Rowan is probably fine. You get Urskoala Shield from completing out Urskoala Kingdom, then you get Sentinel Hero class, then you get 250 wins on Sentinel Hero class. And Rowan you get for free from Forest of Thorns, completing out that quest line. And then just build that into something like we were using earlier, like a Urskoala Shield into Rowan into Leprechaun, or any mana accumulator. And then just quick kill it by using a your mana generator, then casting Urskoala Shields to buff your Rowan, and then one shot with Rowan, and just rinse and repeat that to kill out all of your keys, and that would end up working out perfectly fine for Vaults. But if I was to go do a Vault, I'd probably just go and not even need the buff, and just do a single Rowan to kill it all. But depending on how early on in the game you are, you might need the buff in order to have enough damage for your Rowan to be able to kill it. Also, we have 123 Vault keys. We'll be using them soon. I'm kind of hoarding them for if they ever buff them or change them. But we haven't really gotten confirmation yet on if or when they're going to do that. Or they kind of mentioned in the past that they're going to, which is the only reason why I'm even hoarding them. But yeah, we haven't really heard much word on it lately. Maybe we'll get some word on it by 4.8 or something, or 5.0. 5.0 is supposed to be this summer. 4.8 is probably going to be hero class rework mostly for the patch, and that's probably coming in about a month or so. Still hasn't been in beta yet, so it's still at least several weeks off. But hopefully soon, TM. We'll see a beta coming up for that. But anyways, guys, I will catch all of you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, as we do every single night. And we'll mostly just be messing around with the class event and hopefully finally getting Hall of Guardians done. We'll throw some attempts, see how badly we fail. But we need to get it done eventually. Also, I'm not going to do any tonight. I need to at least delay one, so we have 4 battles for tomorrow. Also, that reminds me, I still have some other delves I still need to delay. I don't think I've delayed for City of Thieves. Don't we have a delay there? Boom, there we go. Get that delay in there. Also, why did I do it for 500? Whoops, it should delay to 50. When is actually good to delay 50 on? Fail. Oh well, not that big a deal. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Good night, everyone, and thanks so much for stopping by.